Hi, this is the children's message for Sunday, April 19th. Welcome. I know we have some of the children and youth of St. John's and St. Paul's watching. We also have lots of our adults watching as well. So thank you for joining with me today. Today I want to talk about faith, and I want to share with you a book about faith in just a little bit. First off, though, faith has a lot to do with believing in things that we cannot see. And one of the things we believe in that we can't always see the results of is that our actions matter. How we live our lives makes a difference in the world. It's something we have faith in. We believe that our small actions of love and kindness and helpfulness, together with the actions of other people all over the world, make this world a better place. Right now, we're going through some difficult times, some challenging times, and I want you to know that your actions matter. Your phone calls and letters and emails and text messages to your friends and people you might not know as well, your prayers, you're trying to help people, all of that is making a difference. We have faith that it does indeed make a difference. The book I want to share is actually called Faith, the Cow. It's a story, obviously, probably about a cow named Faith, but it's also the story of Heifer Project International. I know some of you are familiar with Heifer Project. Some of you have given money in the past for Heifer Project. What Heifer Project does is they use that money and they use it to purchase and send animals all around the world to help people who may not have enough food to eat. So dairy cows are sent places so that people can have milk to drink. Honey bees are sent so people can have honey to eat. Chickens that produce eggs, pigs, bunnies, guinea pigs are sent all over the world and make a difference in people's lives. This is the story of how Heifer Project started with the idea of just one man. And this one man's idea, a man by the name of Dan West, continues to make a difference even today. It has spread all over the world and it is a wonderful example of how when we have faith in our actions, when we have faith that we make a difference in the world, we do indeed make a difference. This is the story of Faith. Faith was a young Guernsey cow, a heifer. Faith was a special Guernsey heifer. She had a job to do. Faith was a heifer with a mission. Dan West loved peace. Dan West hated war. Dan West was ordered to serve in the army, but when he told the officer that he couldn't carry a gun and he couldn't kill, the army sent Dan West home. Dan West knew there was a better way to settle disagreements. Once there was a war in Spain. Instead of fighting, Dan West went to Spain to hand out food and supplies to families who had lost everything in the war. He felt sad for the people who lived where the soldiers fought. He felt sad for the children who had no milk to drink. They had no milk to drink in Spain because the soldiers killed the cows. He felt sad for the mothers, the fathers, daughters, sons, and grandparents who died in the fighting. When Dan West looked at the children in Spain, he thought of his own roly-poly babies at home, Joel and Janet, who had plenty to eat. Dan West thought about his childhood home in Ohio, where Guernsey cows filled big red barns. Dan West had an idea. He dreamed of giving one milk cow to a starving family. One cow could feed many children. One cow could have many babies. These calves could feed even more families. But where would Dan West get a cow? He wasn't a farmer. Where would he get a ship to carry the cow? He wasn't a sailor. How would he take care of the cow while she sailed across the ocean? He wasn't an animal doctor. Just one man, just one cow, that just wouldn't be enough. So Dan West began to look for people who could help him make his dream come true. Dan West told a group of farmers in his church about the starving children in the world. When Dan West finished, a man named Virgil Mock stood up. Virgil Mock said, "Have faith, Dan West." Dan West said, "I do have faith, Virgil. I believe God is telling us to help. We need to send heifers to give milk for the children, but I can't do it by myself. I need help." Virgil said again, "Have faith, Dan West." Dan West said, "I do have faith, Virgil. I trust God to help make my dream come true, even though it seems impossible." Virgil Mock said, "No, Dan West. I mean have faith. Faith is my Guernsey cow." Then another farmer, whose red barn was full of Guernsey cows, gave a heifer to Dan West. Then another farmer gave a heifer, and another, until the farmers had given Dan West 17 cows. The first 3 heifers the farmers gave to Dan West were named Faith, Hope, and Charity. Faith and 16 other heifers came to church one Sunday. The pastor prayed over the cows, laid his hands on them, and blessed them, and sent them out into the world to help families. Faith was no longer just one heifer with a mission. Now there were 17 heifers with a mission. Faith, the Guernsey cow, rode to Mobile, Alabama in the back of a big truck. Then she sailed to the island of Puerto Rico, where she found a happy home. There were 10 children in Faith's new family. They loved their cow and learned to take good care of her. It was the children's job to feed Faith, protect her, and keep her clean. Faith took good care of her new family too. She gave the children lots of milk. The whole family was very happy. For the first time ever, they owned something valuable, a cow, and no one was hungry. Soon, Faith had a calf. That first calf made the family very proud. Now they could help someone just as Dan West helped them. They gave the calf to a neighbor family. The neighbors needed help too. Faith's family taught the neighbors how to take care of the calf. Someday that calf would feed a new family. Dan West and the farmers called their plan Heifer Project. It was easier to say Heifer Project than to say a group of farmers who gave their young cows to Dan West so he can send them around the world to help feed hungry children. Heifer Project began to send more and more animals to feed people all over the world. Rabbits were sent. Goats and chickens and honeybees were sent. Draft horses and sheep and pigs were sent. Ducks and geese and fish were sent. Can just one person make a difference? Can just one person with an idea help feed hungry children all around the world? Can just one person in the world make the world a better place? One person can make a difference if that person has a little faith. I want you to know that your actions matter. Right now, we see a lot of need all around us, and it might feel overwhelming. Maybe you yourself have some need in your own family, your own lives. But I want us to remember that our actions make a difference. All of us can help the farmers in our midst by making sure that we drink up our milk and eat our fruits and veggies that mom and dad give to us to eat. We can help people who might not have enough to eat by giving food to our food pantries or perhaps even sending some money there. I know, boys and girls, you pray every day, and you can pray and ask God to be with the people around you. So I really just want to remind us all today that we all have faith. We all have this faith, and we believe that our actions make a difference in the world, and that, yes, indeed, one person can make a difference, just like Dan West did. Until next time, have a wonderful day. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.